Hey guys, hope you're doing good. I am Nivya and today I'm going to speak about the 5 books that you should definitely try on Storytel. For all of you who do not know what exactly Storytel is, I have already done a video and I will share the link of that particular video in the description box. So definitely watch the video in order to understand what exactly Storytel or audiobooks are. But to give a quick update on what exactly Storytel is, it is an app wherein you can listen to a lot of books. So they have a free trial period of 14 days wherein you can listen to books for free and that too unlimited books. And post that you just have to pay 299 rupees per month for getting again unlimited books. Apart from books, they also have series as well, like just like you have on Netflix and Amazon Prime. They don't have video, but it's audio. You can actually listen to all these series as well. So I think the price is quite affordable and cheap because it's basically unlimited. So it's quite good in a way. I remember when I started audiobooks or Storytel, it did not have as many books as they have right now. So gradually I see that they are increasing the number of books, which is actually a good sign. One thing, this is not a sponsored video. I have seen a lot of YouTubers making videos related to Storytel because they are being sponsored by Storytel. This is not a sponsored video, it's just that I loved reading or I loved listening to these books through Storytel, so I thought I'll share with you guys as well, if in case you're in doubt as to which books to pick up while you have started the trial version of Storytel, or if you already have Storytel with you with the 299 subscription. I think by now itself I've already used the word read, rather than using listening to books, because it's just a slip of tongue. It keeps coming because that's the way you have been telling since young, because the verb basically attached to a book is read, it's not listen, so it just keeps coming. In fact, it's a debatable subject even now, because I've heard people stating that they read books through audiobooks rather than listening to books via audiobooks, but I think it is actually listening to it, which is ideally correct. But yeah, I leave it to you guys. Let me know what you think about it. Alright, so without any further ado, let's start with the first book in my list. The first book in my list is Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. What would you do if you got a chance to go back to past, if you could travel back in time, and whom would you want to meet? That's exactly the same subject which is being taken in the story as well. It's a story wherein there is a cafe which does not just serve snacks and coffee, rather they allow you to go to the past. And that's not that easy. There are a set of rules or criteria that you will have to meet in order to go back to past. And I do not want to tell you what exactly the rules are, because the rules are just so awesome and it might become spoiler if I speak about it. But I can definitely tell you one point, because it's there in the name of the book itself, Before the Coffee Gets Cold. So the waitress of the cafe will give you the coffee, and once you go to the past, you need to come back to the present before the coffee gets cold. So that's one rule which needs to be definitely followed. Otherwise there are certain things that will happen, again, which I do not want to tell, because it's really amazing to actually read it. It's really good. You should definitely try it. And the story is about 4 different people going to the past, traveling in time, and all the 4 stories are equally good. They are really good, and even the present, I like the present also as much as I like the past stories. Like the way these 4 stories are being connected is also just so amazing. I am pretty much sure that any person who reads this book will think at least for a second like, oh, I really wish I could also go to the cafe and then go back to the past, and what would I do if I was in that particular situation. So that's really a good subject and a very good page turner, and you should all try listening to this book on Storytel. The second book in my list is Girl Stop Apologizing by Rachel Hollis. This book, as the name suggests, is recommended for all the girls rather than the guys, because it speaks about the challenges and struggles that all ladies go through on a daily basis and how to overcome this. And it also gives in detail about the excuses that ladies make in order to stop chasing their dreams and how to again overcome this. It is super motivating, inspiring and filled with positivity. And as I said, guys do not have to actually read this book. You can read it, but then I doubt whether you'll be able to relate it as much as we girls can. And this particular book, I would recommend you to definitely try it on Storytel itself rather than reading it, Why? Because this particular book is being narrated by Rachel Hollis itself on Storytel. So the voice is basically Rachel's itself. So what more do you need, when the author herself has narrated it as well? So that's the best. You find it very natural and much more, you'll be able to connect with it. So that's why I would recommend you to listen to this book using Storytel and not to directly read it. I think this would be much better. Alright, so with that, let's go to the third book. The third book in my list is How to Talk to Anyone by Lee Lowndes. Though the book is actually How to Talk to Anyone, in Storytel you have the summary of How to Talk to Anyone. So in the search bar, just type in the summary of How to Talk to Anyone. They have summarized this entire 350 plus pages book into just 1.5 hours span book. So I have particularly read this book previously, and the same book, when I just heard it on Storytel, the summary of it, I thought like this is more than enough. Like you didn't have to ideally read that book because they beautifully summarized it. Every point, whatever is required is there in this particular summary, and it just takes 1.5 hours. So what this book is exactly about is to improve your communication skills. So basically, especially in India, people think that if you know English well, then your communication skill is just so high, but that's wrong. I mean, communication skill is about expressing yourself in a very good manner. For example, if you basically smile and nod, it basically means a yes. This book can help you if you want to sell a product, or if you want to go into sales or marketing, or if you want to actually improve your communication skill on a day-to-day basis, just to speak to your loved ones as well. They have, the author has given small tips and tricks which will really help you and which are very, very useful. For example, there is a particular tip that is being said, like the exact statement which I'm telling right now is not there, but that's what the author basically wanted to articulate. For example, if a person comes and asks you, can I lend your sketch pen, and you respond stating, I don't mind, you can use it, it becomes like a favor more than out of happiness you're giving it. So the same answer, you can give it in a different way, like this probably. You deserve it, it's all yours. So if you tell this way, it means that the person who is hearing it is a good artist. Like she might or he might feel that the one who is giving the sketch pen to me thinks that I can draw or paint very well, and that's the reason he or she is giving me the sketch pen. So the sentence or the words being placed in the right place can actually just elevate the entire conversation into a different level. So if in case you want to improve your communication skill, then I would definitely recommend you to listen to this particular summary of this particular book on Storytel. Alright, with that, let's go to the fourth book. The fourth book in my list is A Wizard of Oz by Frank Baum. I have read this book since I was young, and I have watched the movie also like multiple times, and now I'm listening to this book and still it feels so fresh. I mean, this particular book was published in 1900, so you should understand it's such a classic, and still it's so new and vibrant. The characters are just so amazing even now. This book is being classified generally as a children's book. However, I totally enjoy it even now as much as I used to enjoy it when I was young. So I would recommend it for all age group. You all can actually enjoy it as much as any child would. Alright, so the story is about a young girl who gets into a fantasy world and meets a lot of characters, and how they unconditionally love, and then they help each other in order to achieve their own little wishes in their life. And indirectly it teaches us how important it is to have self-confidence in yourself. It is just so important, and that is being explained so beautifully in this particular book. So I would definitely recommend this book. Do hear it on Storytel. Alright, with that, let's go to the fifth book. The fifth book in my list is A Hen Who Dreamed She Could Fly by Sun Mi Hwang. This story is about a hen named Sprout who cannot lay eggs anymore, and hence she is being thrown out of the chicken coop by the farmer. She thinks that she'll gain freedom right now, because when she was inside the cage she could see a lot of birds flying around with freedom, so she thought right now she'll also gain freedom. However, things do not go right for her because she has difficulty in finding shelter, food, and above all these things just gets worse and when she hatches a duckling. Means generally ideally a hen will hatch a chick, and it's a duck which will hatch, a duckling. So the humiliation that she faces from the hen society, the duck community, is what is being exactly shown in this particular story. Even though this book is filled with characters of birds and animals, you will be able to relate to it so well. Like, you will just forget that it's birds and animals in this book, rather you'll think they are all humans. Why? Because whatever is going through in this book can be so much related to our human society as well. For example, racism or intercaste or interreligion marriage is all something that you can relate to this particular book as well. And I loved listening to this particular book on Storytel, because the narrator has given so many different modulations and sounds for the hen, the duck, the weasel. So it's so different. Alright, so these are the 5 books that I recommend you to go and listen to on Storytel. And let me know if you liked any other books as well on Storytel, so that I can also try them. And with that being said, subscribe my channel if you have not already, and like this video if you like this video. Until we meet next time, this is Nivya signing off. Take care and read a lot of books, or listen to a lot of books. Alright, bye.